Hello everyone! So welcome to the world of English. So today we will discuss all about feature writing. So what is feature writing? So feature story is a write-up that is based on that mysterious ingredient in journalism called human interest. So the feature writing or the feature story, it is one of the field in journalism which catches human interest. It does not provide opinions, so a feature writing is different from an opinion page. General paragraph by employing narrative hooks. So simply, feature writing is also a narrative form of literary text. But what are the basic rules in writing a feature? So the basic rules in crafting the feature: first, make it short. So feature article should be short and composed of 15 to 20 words per sentence. Also, the basic rule is 3 to 5 sentences per paragraph. So, a feature paragraph should not be lengthy. It should be short and concise. Next, active verbs. What are active verbs? Action verbs keep a story moving and would grab the reader's attention more than to be. More than to be. Verbs that show little action. So, feature writing article should be in active verbs. Next, transitions. Transitional phrases or connectives are used to add, to illustrate, or extend a point. They usually begin with words like and, furthermore, also, or, nor, moreover, along with, and etc. So transitions simply the different conjunctions which connect sentences or connect phrases to make it a sentence. They summarize at last, so finally, all in all, etc. They link cause and effect. So when we are trying to write a cause and effect, we should use these connectives. These are the as a result that produced, consequently, and etc. So they refer back when we are referring back, so we should use they, those, this, that, few, who, whom, except for, and etc. They restrict and qualify. So these are the connectives that we can use when we are trying to portray restriction and qualification. So for provided, but, however, in case, unless, only if, and other connectives or conjunctions that we can use in writing a feature article. Next, another basic rule in crafting the feature. So the interest building provide quotes. So the different cliche, the famous, the popular quotes that you can add so that it can add color to your feature article. So the thinking or writing process in feature writing. So think first. Just like in writing straight news, you will have to think first before starting to punch the keys of your computer. You have something you want to tell others. You would like to make it at least as interesting to your readers as it is to you. So when we will going to write a feature article, we should think first. Okay, so we need to think first before starting to write so that we can get or we can write a very good article in feature that would catch the interest of our readers. So, feature writers seldom use the inverted pyramid form. Instead, they may write a chronologically that builds to a climax at the end, a narrative, a first-person article about their own experiences, or a combination of this. So, feature writers are very creative. Okay, they highlighted the chronological events that may happen in their feature article. So, as what I mentioned a while ago, feature writing is, is also a narrative text. So, use a thread. Connect the beginning, a body, and conclusion of the story by using a thread. Because a feature generally runs longer than a news story, it is effective to weave a thread throughout the story, which connects the lead to the body and to the conclusion. This thread can be a single person, an event, or a thing, and it usually highlights the theme. So we need to use a thread. So the beginning, the body, and conclusion must be connected so that the readers can understand what they are reading in your feature article. So feature article is different from news article. So in the feature article is longer than the news. Okay. So usually and must be the body at the beginning, the body and conclusion of a feature article should highlight the theme or related to the theme that you are discussing in your write-up. So choose the theme. So we need to choose the theme. It should not be too broad or too narrow. Several factors come into play when choosing a theme. Has the story been done before? Is the story of interest to the audience? Does the story have holding power, the emotional appeal? What makes the story worthy of being reported? The theme answers the question, so what? So we should choose the theme. So remember, in writing a feature, we need a theme that or which catch the human interest. So we can choose theme that is updated or or latest so that the readers know what you are trying to say. Okay, the thinking or writing process, news peg. Okay, so what are news peg? When we say news peg, the news peg or the significance of the story is provided in the third or fourth paragraph. It is also called the knot graph because it explains the story is being written. The knot graph is a vital paragraph in every feature. So the knot graph should be high in the story. Do not make readers wait until the 10th or 11th paragraph before telling them what the story is about. So as I've said a while ago that feature writing is not directly to what you are trying to say or what you are telling in your article. So when we say news peg, so these are the or this is the knot graph. So you may reveal your theme in the third or fourth paragraph. So that's it. So we come now to the tools in building up the theme. So tools in building up the theme, dialogue and quotations. Feature writers, like fiction writers, often use dialogues to to keep a story moving and alive. So quotations give color to your write-up. So dialogues also give color or flavor to your masterpiece in terms of feature. Okay, next, famous quotes. So idioms and anecdotes. So as I've said, you may use famous quotes, familiar quotes, okay, just like an idioms, the anecdotes, so they must however be one simple and brief. Next, number two, relevant. Number three, have an intrinsic value. Of course, when you are using famous quotes, idioms, and anecdotes, it must be related